uh, more specifically about the lesson plans. Yeah, normally I label the sections, but I didn't do that for the lesson that I gave you today, which I know probably isn't a very good lesson plan, but I was thinking that maybe it wasn't necessary, but you're saying it is. So I
Not
didn't
for,
want to.
yeah, not for our learners, but on the Delta, your trainer wants to see how you're thinking, and everything,
Oh,
every bit helps. So, you know, the clarity in the naming of your stages, the rationale, then the trainer checks your appendices, then the trainer checks your answer key, and then we see how you're thinking. But then again, I repeat, it doesn't hurt if we don't set out to confuse our learners by saying word stress in speculation when it's not, or
yeah, I wouldn't
yeah.
use technical terms with them, but you mean for your sake, I should label it so you know what I'm thinking.
Often I know
Or
often I, just by looking at the exercise itself, I assume that, this is what you try to achieve, and then I just check whether it's happening or not. But it's good practice for you as well, to just start thinking about these stages, like I said in at the bottom of the session notes for today, where I just wrote very little about your lesson because it would have to be rewritten, using probably different items, um, and yeah, if just to help us get into the practice of thinking about what's what in a lesson. Has it happened already? Oh, wow, I just realized I didn't include an exercise on form. And I wish Ken had been following such a checklist, because he would have been like, wait a minute, where is my form exercise? Or wait a minute, did my controlled practice of meaning happen before I'm giving them freer practice? So working with the checklist, and then labeling the stages somehow for now, and then if later on, if you want to throw away these scaffolds after the Delta, that's fine. You will be writing materials that are going to be so neat and clicking that it will be clear from the exercise itself and the way the instructions are worded, because your instructions are not going to be worded with respond to the sentence using can't, after all the controlled practice, which is geographically where we would be wanting to see a free practice exercise, yet the instructions are not at all. So, it wasn't labeled, he didn't label it, but I see what's going on. I see that it's not been really thought out, that because geographically that's the stage where freer practice would be happening, but as it is written and as it is thought out, it's not free at all. So it's not so important to label things, not for me, or not, but it is a good mechanism to help us continue raising our awareness of the components and the order of the components. So similarly, in